Previously on David and Kevin's world trip.
Okay, so we're currently in the Sydney airport, about to head to Queenstown. We had a little bit of a ruckus coming in. We challenged some check-in weight restrictions for our baggage, and David's toothpaste also got confiscated.
Overleading week 7, we're currently still in Rotorua, and we're starting this week off right by going to Hobbiton.
After exploring the incredible sights of the Shire, walking the path that Gandalf took to Bag End, and getting drinks at the Green Dragon, we headed back and explored Rotorua during our last night there.
Early morning of day 2. We're getting ready to go to Auckland, and my towel's still wet, and David's clothes are still wet. So we'll see how that goes.
Auckland was only a stopping point for us, but we made the most of our time by getting some good food and some nice drone shots.
Today is our final day in Oceania, of all of Oceania, which I didn't think about until this morning. Heading to the airport now, and we'll see you in Bali. Here comes the jet plane.
Even the bathrooms are super fancy.
Yesterday and this morning is our only time in Auckland, so I decided while we were doing nothing to go out and explore a little bit. And I took a little Uber jump bike or jump scooter up to the pier. And at the pier, there was these people that were doing some hip hop dancing in front of a silo in what's called Silo Park. And so the lighting was great. They were really, really good dancers. And so I decided that I'd try to work up the courage to go and ask them to take some footage. And I sat about 40 feet away from them and sat there for an hour trying to work up the courage to go and, just ask these people to take footage. After an hour, I finally just said, F it, let's go and walk over there. And when I did, they were super nice. They gave me permission. They were very lovely and introduced themselves and whatnot. But I never actually took the footage because 5-10 minutes later, they left and changed locations. I didn't want to follow them. So we got some good drone shots, but got no footage of the great dancers. And it just goes to show you how self-confidence can ruin good moments and good shots, because I could have hung out with them more, got better footage an hour earlier if I would have just walked up to them. Time to get on our plane. All right, officially welcome to Bali. We were in Bali yesterday, but we got in at 3 a.m. New Zealand time, so we were a tad bit tired and didn't record anything. Alright, so far Indonesia's been about exactly as one would expect. It's hot in the case of it's 90 degrees and we're not used to it. It's humid. It's like 100% humidity right now, so I can feel like I'm swimming when I'm walking. But it's a tad bit more expensive than I thought it would be. We may just be in a touristy part of town though. Now we came to Bali at a little bit of an interesting time. It's in the middle of rainy season, which we were in South America for all of its rainy season, and we only got rained on once. But Bali, it seems like it's always going to threaten to rain with 100% chance of raining every day while we're here. And what that results in is we have hot temperatures and 100% humidity every day we're here. But hopefully we won't let that stop us, and today we're gonna go explore the beach. Had a little bit of a drone accident. Looks a little gnarly. So if you remember me earlier talking about it being rainy season, I was just about to go back out and get some drone footage after I cut myself, and now it's raining again. Well, hopefully it stops before sunset. Okay, it's 1 minute later and the rain already stopped. There's also this cat parkouring on the roof, so we may make a run for it. Here we go again with the rain. You can't see it, but you sure can hear it.
The next day, our tour guide Jojo picked us up from the hostel and we set off on our first big adventure of the island. We started off with stops at a traditional Balinese clothing maker, followed up by a jewelry maker, which was only slightly predatory. The next stop was at one of over 20,000 temples, where they made us cover our legs to enter. This temple is considered a village temple, where there are large ceremonies held a few times a year with 1,000 or so residents of this village. As we walked through, Jojo told us what each statue represented and why they leave offerings out to their gods. The Ubud Monkey Sanctuary is one of the most famous attractions in Bali, so of course we had to go check it out. Unfortunately, with the popularity also comes a lot of things to steal, and boy do they like to steal. One last stop before our lunch break was at these massive terraced rice fields.
Now it's lunchtime. Don't know what we're gonna eat.
Even though we didn't like coffee, our next location was where some of the most expensive coffee in the world is made, or rather found, from these cute guys. We finished the day with a pretty grueling little hike to check out this neat waterfall. Without much of a break, we set off on another full day of exploring on the neighboring island of Nusa Penida, which is famously known for its Instagram tours, but we went for the incredible views.
think we're so wet because it rained, but it's actually just sweat. Our beach day and our Instagram day is officially over. I guess not officially, we still gotta go back. But we'll see you back in Bali. It's hot. It's hot.
Our final day of the week started off with a complimentary breakfast provided by the hostel and was spent like many others, just relaxing and working on the vlog. Alright, look, I know I said this episode would come out like a month ago, but I promise that episode 8 will be out on April 26th. Even I hardly remember what we did in the next week anymore, so I'm really just putting this here for me, but I guess you can watch it too.
Alright, so David's feeling a little under the weather, but the show must go on, so I'm gonna go surfing alone now, I guess. Excited to go see our British movie in a Thai movie theater.
I'm at lunch now, and the coronavirus is officially taking over this trip.